No, 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 no.
That is the way you think of male feminists. You think of them as sneaky.
It's creepy.
I'm a refugee on this planet.
Does President Marsden believe climate change is real?
Yes. Yes, Carl. As a matter of fact, she does. She also believes that 2 + 2 = 4 and that the Earth is round because the president is not a moron. Any third grader knows that global warming is the biggest threat of our time, and I'm happy to report that the intellectual capacity of our president is not inferior to that of an 8-year-old.
He doesn't respect any opinions that aren't his own, especially not a woman's.
Lena, you helped Supergirl save the world. How hard could one stubborn sexist be?
The president did not place any listening devices in the speaker's microwave or his toaster or his shoes or anywhere else on his premises or person. Now, sadly, I think we are so inured to the pathological lying of the speaker that we just don't think anything he says is crazy anymore.
The biggest, gayest wedding.
You give yourself away, white.
Do you know that I was the only Mexicano working alongside a bunch of white boys? Do you know that they would wait for me at night by the road and laugh and call me wetback and kick me till my ribs were broken?
What does this have to do with...
With you being a lesbian?
The world is different now.
Ha! They're building a wall to keep us out because in their minds, we're nothing but rapists and murderers. The only thing they hate more than a Mexicano is a homosexual. The world is not different, my dear. Look, you can live any way you please, but don't ask me to witness it.
Raising a daughter by yourself, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, what, are you on your period or something?
Your justice will burn the world of men.
Look, I had a one-night stand. Kara, it's horrible. I'm terrible. It's like, it's such a guy thing to do. I am a horrible, terrible guy. No, you're a healthy, single lady.
Well, punching Nazis, that was definitely as satisfying as I imagined it would be.
Make America Aryan again.
Which it never was.
Hashtag melting pot.
Oh, God. There is no God.
What's the pink triangle for? What did you do?
I love the wrong person.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, Nordic perfection. Why would you align yourself with the unpure?
Because I like men. And I like women.
Please, we're everything they want to be. Blonde, white, Aryan perfection.
For you.
Well, I'm sure it's not the first time a woman who's gone crazy has attacked a powerful man.
Blue stars also emit Omicron radiation, which means it's fatal for any life form with the Y chromosome.
It's poisonous to men?
Must have been poisoned by the blue star.
The lesser sex.
You smell that.
What? Another dead body of an incompetent male, perhaps?
I thought Veronique's had a hard no liberals policy.
Underneath it all, you are scared to death of a powerful woman you can't control.
I have a few questions for Mr. Edge, so I'll just shuffle on back.
Not so fast, sweetheart.
Don't grab women, sweetheart.
I was this completely self-absorbed misogynist.
But a problematic genre.
Been on the internet?
Yes. Many of the pioneers of rock and roll were humans of color who did not receive the fame or fortune their white counterparts did.
Have you faced many challenges in your human form since you've been here?
No. My relative isolation has its silver linings.
You've chosen to live as a black man in America, which is a harder existence in and of itself. Why?
You know, I was forced to become Hank Henshaw out of desperation, but now I choose this face. I like it. And I wouldn't want to live in a world where I need to change the color of my skin to feel safe, to feel seen, to feel like I'm not a target. I'd rather change the world.
Oh, we work very fast on account of being really smart.
Some people find humor charming during stressful circumstances. I find it's a mask for a lack of confidence.
You, I believe.
I'm helping.
No, that's not how that works. Actually, that's exactly how that works.
I know. Pull up 6,000 feet and vent the engines.
Don't move! Don't move!
Show me your hands.
I am not
I
armed.
said freeze!
don't, please. He's protecting me.
Down on your knees!
No, it's not him. It's them. You're a superhero. And they still would have shot you. The police. I've seen it happen to my father, my brothers. I just never thought it would happen to Guardian.
For one, I'm a black man.
But everyone knows the Guardian's a hero.
Yeah, but not everyone knows that Guardian is black. You know how old I was the first time cops put cuffs on me? 7. And it's like that for every 7-year-old boy who looks like me, but it's not gonna be like that if I have something to do with it. Racism is the oldest form of bullying. And I don't know how people are gonna react when they realize that their neighborhood vigilante is black. Because I think people like Tanya need to see heroes that look like me so they know what they're capable of.
Yeah.
The criminal may have purchased one of our Heel 14 rifles and modified it with a bump stock, the hunting rifle.
That is not a hunting rifle. That is for military personnel, trained officers, law enforcement. All right, here's what's gonna happen right now. You are gonna hand over all documentation relating to the Heel 14, and you are gonna comply completely, 100% with our investigation.
You can do something about it. You can stop selling that weapon. No, you just dream of a world where everybody's armed with the teeth, right? Clark did an expose on the gun epidemic for the Daily Planet years ago, and I'm trying to figure out how he was able to track a private sale of an assault weapon without a registry, so.
People don't like the government keeping track of the guns they own.
I never really understood that argument, that someone's right to own an assault weapon is more important than someone's right to go to school safely.
I have a gun for self-defense. I have used it for self-defense.
Yeah, you're not telling me that you're one of these people that thinks that having a gun makes everybody safer, right?
He passed his instant background check at the gun show. He has no history of mental health issues.
If you send your guys out there with the same weapons as him, it's gonna turn into a war zone.
I need my guys to be armed, to defend themselves and protect the public. We're not the bad guys here.
Sometimes without trying, we can be part of the problem.
You think that gun gives you respect? It has no power. It's just a tool for spreading fear, and fear is not respect. You got something loud and ugly there. You think that's gonna make people hear you? If you just put down that gun.
No! I need it. You don't need it, Arthur. None of us do.
Today we had to deal with a crisis which sadly has become all too common in our country. Normally this would not fall under the purview of the DEO, but because of the decisions I've made about how we choose to protect ourselves, we played a role. But I must make a stand today and do something I should have done a long time ago. Your safety is my #1 priority. The DEO will begin phasing out the use of weapons of lethal force. We are destroying our guns.
Director Jones, sir, I'm sorry, but how are we supposed to defend ourselves?
I know this transition may be difficult for some of you. Agent Schott will be developing a line of non-lethal weapons which we will begin using as soon as possible. But I believe we can have a lasting, important, and necessary impact on the world by doing this. The greatest strength in the universe lies not in war, but in peace. We are agents of peace.
I heard what you said about strength and peace, and I believe in that. That's why the only weapon anyone needs is a shield.
Mayday, this is Lena Luther.
Jam the transmission.
I'm in a cargo plane headed directly for the reservoir. They're gonna dump chemicals in the water.
They turned the friggin' frogs gay!
Are you shorter?
My grandparents didn't survive the Holocaust so the world could be ruled by Nazis. So if you want Kara, you gotta go through me.
A few moments later.
There's a Jewess handing her rations to the work camp children, strictly against camp rules, of course.
Oliver is 10 times the man Hitler ever was.
For the big reveal?
Ta-da!
You're an SJW now.
I love it so much.
We have to think of Ruby. Ruby.
The Supergirl Superfeminist Supercuts.
Must die.
The Uploader.
Must die. Ruby
Caliber.
must die.